So the next question is, when realistically do you believe intranets will be available for mobile devices?
All right, where are we in the rotation now? We're starting with, is it Martin this time?
I think that's mine. Well, I think it depends very much on what platform you're on, again, how mature you are, but I think that it's going to happen sooner than we think. I've heard some companies talk about how upper management all of a sudden got iPads or iPhones, and that was a major catalyst for the mobile internet because they wanted their internet on their mobile device, whatever that is. So I'm not going to set a date or set a year, but all I'm going to say is that it's right around the corner and it's going to happen sooner than we think, if it hasn't already happened.
Julian, please.
It kind of has already happened. So I can browse to the homepage from my iPhone. It's not designed particularly or configured for the iPhone screen, but it is nonetheless the homepage, so I can see what news items are. I can browse around. I haven't tried to do it, and I suspect I wouldn't be able to, but I don't think I can complete my timesheet from my iPhone, but I can at least see what's going on, or more specifically see when it goes down. That's when things get exciting. We don't currently have a plan to specifically optimize access to our intranet on mobile devices. The majority of our employees are at desks. They're not on site or on the road. So there's not a huge clamour for it yet, but that may well change. So at the moment, it's not a huge business problem, as someone Bert referred to that I think earlier. It's not solving a particular problem for us at this stage. But when it becomes cool, that's when everybody wants to do it.
Gabriel, please.
Yeah, I say as you, it's already happening, more or less. In our company, we are convinced with the structure we have, the way we work, that we need to do something to make this a corporate way of working. We need to do that very soon. And I wouldn't say any dates, etc., but some parts of it is already happening, more will happen. There is, however, the problem of making this mindset change, maybe from being a gadget. We are very focused on the gadget as such, back to what shall we use it for, and which groups shall use it, and for what purpose. Should we give it to everybody? Should we just limit it to certain personals, etc.? So that's what we will focus on to try to get some kind of a structure and strategy of how to handle it. But it will just happen, and it is happening. And it's more, from my side, I would say it's more like trying to understand how much control do we want to get on it, because we can never get full control.
Actually, everyone should know that it was Cornelis who actually posed this question, given his affiliation. Is that right? You were the one that submitted this question?
Yeah, you would expect a certain answer from Nokia, I guess. Well, I believe that we are very close. I think what is still missing is certain technical capabilities in terms of security and access on mobile devices. Of course, with an iPad or a laptop, you can already use the intranet, depending on what security you have implemented. But pending those technologies, I believe those will come quite soon, within the next half a year. And then maybe next year we'll see a much wider deployment of mobile intranet solutions, which in principle it just means making some of the intranet solutions usable from a UI point of view on mobile devices. So I think we're very close.
Christy, please.
I think the technology is definitely there. I know, we're already experimenting with external applications for mobile phones, so to me it only makes sense that we would do the same, use the same skill sets internally. We already have we use BlackBerries at SCANA, and we already have several very basic apps that we've added to our employee phones to check power outages. Our customer service reps can access some of their tools that they need to get certain data. I think the issue comes down to what our strategy would be around those phones. Right now, similar to William's organization, most of the people that have phones in our company are desk-based employees, even though we have 70% of our workforce are field employees who, wouldn't that make more sense that they have the mobile phones getting the information? So I think we need to have a strategy, and I think we need to have a cross-functional team, because in our case also we have our IT team that develops these BlackBerry apps are making decisions in a vacuum and are kind of doing these projects without really consulting other groups. And then you have our telecommunications department, who sometimes works in a silo as well. And I think if we all got together, communications, telecommunications, and IT, and developed a strategy for how the mobile phones could be used internally, then I think we could really come up with some powerful stuff. But I think logistically we're just not there. But I think the technology is definitely there.
And we were talking at lunch that the 2015 IntraTeam event is going to be all about my belief. All right.